Good morning and thanks for joining us here on NBC 16 today. I'm Brisa Mendez. Thanks for joining us. I'm Brisa Mendez. Today's 5-4 decision is the most consequential Supreme Court decision in decades. Today's high temperatures much cooler along the coastal region, dropping into the 60s and 50s compared to yesterday evening. Much hotter along the I-5 over in Roseburg, hitting those triple digits, 100 degrees. As projected yesterday, today was supposed to be the hottest day of this summer season, with that heat advisory remaining in effect for Douglas County through Monday, 11 p.m. And although we are experiencing hot temperatures this weekend, our historic heat from last summer continues to hold the record of the hottest temperatures across the region. Eugene reaching 111 degrees last summer, June 27, 2021. Buenas noches, soy Brisa Mendez. Empezamos esta noche con un surfista que ha sido encontrado muerto después de ser informado desaparecido al norte de Florencia, en Oregón. La oficina del sheriff del condado de Lane dice que el surfista fue informado desaparecido anoche cerca de la playa de Gesira. Los buscadores encontraron un cuerpo en el agua de la zona alrededor del mediodía de hoy. Hasta ahora, la identidad de la persona aún no ha sido revelada.
Brisa Mendez joining us now from the Weather Center with our first look at the forecast. Brisa.
Keely, we're still much under the influence of a cold front and a low pressure system, which is the reason why we can expect that patchy fog and cloudy conditions for the morning hours into the 4th of July. Partly sunny conditions and chances of scattered showers across western Oregon heading into Monday evening as we take a live look outside over the southern Willamette Valley. Temperatures continue to warm slowly this spring across the Pacific Northwest. That's expected to change by the end of this week. KVAL Chief Meteorologist Josh Kozar joins us now with a closer look at Oregon's high country.
Brisa,
Parent after parent in Uvalde, Texas went before the school board pleading for accountability tonight.
Hear their voice anymore, but I promise you one thing.
La policía está buscando nueva información en uno de los casos más antiguos en Eugene. Nuestra reportera Keely McCormick retrocedió los últimos pasos de Janet Shannon y habló con los investigadores sobre su muerte. La policía también está buscando una posible conexión entre Janet Shannon y el café Linwood, que solía estar al lado de la autopista 99. Si tiene alguna información, llame a ese número que se muestra en la pantalla, 541-682-8855.
Brisa?
Kendall and Alan, I'm enjoying these beautiful dry conditions while they last here in western Oregon, as we are projected to see that rainfall return back into the region as a cold front approaches from the Pacific Ocean. We're also experiencing very cool temperatures this evening and breezy conditions here in the Willamette Valley, currently sitting in the 40s and 50s across western Oregon. Much cooler for Santiam Pass and the Willamette Pass in the low 30s. Now into our temperature change from 24 hours ago, much more cooler here in Eugene by -20, Roseburg 28 degrees cooler than yesterday. Satellite and radar indicating those increasing clouds from the coast into the Cascades. Starting to see a little bit of those snowflakes for those higher elevations with that blue and pink. Green indication of a couple of those scattered showers up north. We did see some rain accumulation across the region, close to 1/10 of an inch. Over in Florence, close to 1/4 of an inch. We are expected to see this rain increase heading into the weekend. Our snow accumulation in the next 48 hours, Santiam Pass projected to reach up to 21 inches. Mount Bachelor close to 11. Our power planner indicating temperatures tonight dropping into the 40s. Tomorrow's high temperatures projected to reach the low 50s and upper 40s. Kendall and Allen, sending it back to you. Thanks for joining us. I'm Brisa Mendez. The session focused on the far-right wing groups that took part in the January 6th insurrection. Sinclair's chief political correspondent Scott Thuman looks at some of today's new revelations and the former president's response. Straight ahead on NBC 16 today, the search for Kendra Hanks continues, but now police are getting some heavyweight help from the federal government. Plus, last month's police shooting in Coos Bay has been ruled justified. What the DA saw that guided his decision. And monkeypox is on the rise in Oregon. We'll explain. There are now 32 confirmed and presumptive cases in Oregon, all in men. Monkeypox is spread through prolonged skin-to-skin contact, and OHA says many cases of transmission come from men having sex with other men. A point of clarification, monkeypox is not a sexually transmitted disease. I took some pictures, absolutely lovely. And we actually have a lot of deers out here outside the station, even some bears. So make sure to send in those photos through our chime-in. Next on KBEL News at 11, scientists are calling it an almost spiritual experience, seeing the first images from the Webb Space Telescope.
Mark Strassman, CBS News, Atlanta.
Trevor Denton joins us now in the studio with sports. What's new tonight, Trevor?
Hey, Brisa, coming up, we'll get you a
Brutal man is in custody this morning in connection to the disappearance and murder of Kendra Hanks. According to the Douglas County Sheriff's Office, 39-year-old Troy Russell Phelps was arrested yesterday afternoon at a residence in Riddle. Hanks was last seen on July 7th, and Phelps had become a person of interest in the investigation. Hundreds of people, including Oregon coaches, players, and fans, gathered yesterday in the Autzen Stadium Club to remember the life of Spencer Webb. He's a football player who died in a swimming accident last week at Triangle Lake. New head coach Dan Lanning, along with a couple of players and some of his family, spoke on his honor. But the focus wasn't about the player he was on the field, but rather the person he was off the field. Todavía por venir en este canal de Oregon, progreso de medidas para reformar las leyes de armas de fuego. Se dice que un esfuerzo para reducir la violencia con armas está haciendo progreso en el Senado de los Estados Unidos. In national news this morning, the January 6th committee held its 8th hearing Thursday night. It featured 2 new witnesses and showed a recounting of what Donald Trump was doing while his supporters attacked the Capitol. NBC's Suzanne McGinnis breaks it down for us.
Committee will be in order.
Good morning and thanks for sticking with us here on NBC 16 today. I'm Brisa Mendez. Trackdown USA has been alive with the magic of Hayward these past several days as the World Athletics Championships continue right here in Eugene. We have team coverage this morning. Meteorologist John Mayer is in the Weather Center tracking weather conditions for competitors and spectators today. But first, NBC 16 Dane Warmlinger is live at Hayward Field for us, sharing the excitement all across the region. Dane, where are all the athletes staying while they're in town?
Hey, Brisa. Yeah, thousands of competitors are in Western Oregon for the Worlds, and I know a lot of people were looking at our area's hotels and such. Right now, Brisa will send things back to you.
Thank you, Dane. And now let's check in with meteorologist John Mayer at the Weather Center. John.
Well, yesterday, our first chance to see a little bit of cooler weather.
Beautiful sunny skies and warmer temperatures in the 70s and even the 80s as we approach our first day of summer on Tuesday. As we take a live look outside of our Oakway Center in Eugene, continuing to experience mostly cloudy skies as we are still much under the influence of a cold front and a low pressure system. Our current temperatures in Eugene below average in the low 60s with 62 degrees, humidity value 72% with only 9 miles per hour. Wind coming in from the west-northwest. Rain accumulation for today over in Coos Bay and Florence below 1/10 of an inch, remaining much on the drier side as that high pressure system continues to push across the region. Mostly cloudy skies across western Oregon with a couple of scattered showers for the northern region. And happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. We are looking at temperatures tonight dropping into the 50s and 40s with partly cloudy skies across western Oregon. The president's doctor writing Mr. Biden had a runny nose, fatigue, and occasionally dry cough, which started Wednesday evening. Mr. Biden says he appreciates the outpouring of concern.
Hey folks, guess you heard this morning I tested positive for COVID.
There's a lot cooking in Eugene than just the World Athletics Championships. A former Olympian and New York chef is offering his talents to serve dinner to athletes and visitors in town. He's serving nightly at Whitburger in Eugene. NBC 16 Angelina Dixon has the story.
So on the menu tonight,
Impressive, just right there. Exactly. I'd maybe get a yacht though too. I gotta have somewhere to store all my Justin Herbert bobbleheads.
Yeah, because you can't just buy one. You could probably buy several of them at that and fill up your yacht, right?
Yeah, there
Speaking
we go.
of
The
buying,
close-up auto.
Yeah.
I actually saw that bobhead for $20 through $100 online.
Oh, wow.
So if you go to the game on Friday, it's going to be free for the first 1,000 fans that go to the game.
Better get there early. These are going to go quick. You don't want to be spending, all your lottery money on them on eBay. Go ahead and get it for free while you can.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, thank you for joining us here at KVAL. We'll see you right back here tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your evening.